Welcome into men's basketball on Red Raven TV. We got a fantastic matchup tonight between the Red Ravens from Coffeyville and the Beavers from Pratt Community College. We do have a great one. Coffeyville's lineup goes Malik Keith, Mike Cubbage, Travis Washington, Cedric Rowland, Trey Kalina. Pratt's lineup will go Devin Andrews, Dawson Gunter, Terrell Williams, Reed Stevens, and Devin Marsh. Which player in the Pratt's lineup really stands out? That's a threat to Coffeyville tonight.
Devin Andrews. Dude is averaging 17 a game against Independence earlier in the season. He had 33, dropped a 30 ball on him. He's just a force that Coffeyville's really going to have to watch out for. I'm Mitchell Wrights, by the way. Logan Mance on my left side calling this game. We're going to tip it off.
Kalina will give Coffeyville the possession. Malik Keith, who had a monster game, 18-9 against Cloud County. Mike Cubbage puts it home for the first two.
Retains the ball and puts it home.
Quick pressure from Coffeyville. Trying to, and that is a
travel.
travel.
Walk. Did not have his passport. He was traveling.
So Coffeyville will get possession. Malik Keith, like I said, averaging 15.6. Travis Washington, 14.4. Gets it into Cedric. Back out to Cubbage. And Washington on the drive finishes with the finger roll. Back in this pressure.
We saw pressure the entire girls' game pretty much. Going to see if it'll pay off for the guys.
And there's a foul.
A bit of a late call, but
Devin Andrews will go to the line, and we'll take a chance to see where both teams are at in the KJCC standings. Coffeyville 3-2, 7-2 in overall, and they started out hot and
they've dropped two in a
row. And Pratt at the very bottom of the KJCC, 0-5 in the conference and 2-6 overall. So Pratt searching for their first conference victory, and Coffeyville searching to end this losing streak. 4-2 ball game.
And it'll be a tough one for Pratt to win in this Coffeyville home court advantage gameplay.
But their standings does not reflect their play, as they've got a great player. Devin Andrews has not been able to put it together early on in the season. Good defense by Kalina, misdirecting the shot of Devin Andrews.
We see Devin Andrews, he's 6'5", but listed at guard, having not shot
Cedric
at all. Man,
rolling with the finger roll through contact.
Phenomenal play. But as I was saying, Devin Andrews is 6'5", a guard, but is not shy at all to take it in, as we've seen him do already. And we see another travel.
Their second turnover of the ball game. That's what could hurt Pratt in this ball game, in this home environment, getting those quick turnovers, giving the ball back to Coffeyville where they can extend their lead or get a quick bucket. Travis Washington.
Not a great shot selection. Well, I wouldn't say it's a bad shot selection, just not a good bounce on the shot. Went far right off the rim, out of bounds.
We've seen from Travis Washington, he likes to take those deep threes, almost NBA range. He knocks down most of them, just about two a game.
Proves himself, but couldn't find it on that one.
Three-pointer. That is good from Reed Stevens, 6'1" freshman of Stockton, Kansas.
Right in the eye of TJ Washington. Almost got a piece of it, but
Coffeyville work the ball. Malik Keith, first shot.
A brick. The throw up to Devin Marsh, couldn't get it finished. TJ Washington with
Good
the,
fake.
couldn't
Not
finish.
able to get the chip shot going.
Oh, man.
Blocked by
This game
Marsh.
is getting very ugly very quickly.
Devin Andrews on the other end.
Coach Erkelman can't be happy about that flashy play that did not finish with a score.
And then not getting back on defense.
Yeah.
Foul on the front court on number 5, Dawson Gunner. 5'8", freshman out of Wichita, Kansas, picks up his first and the second team foul for the Beavers. And Coffeyville really dictates the game by their guard play. Lee Keith and Washington really do a good job of running the show. Kalina off, rolling with the offensive board.
Man.
And he'll get hacked on the floor.
Before the shot. So we'll see it get taken out of bounds.
First substitution of the game, Dominic Bell, 6'3", sophomore, Houston, Texas, enters the game. Malik Keith looking for something, passes out to Cubbage. Step back jumper, no good. Cedric rolling on the glass again. He is doing some damage on the offensive glass.
Way to put in work.
On the possession before, he collected it and got a foul on the floor, and he scored there. Dominique Bell
Some Ravens
collides,
on the floor.
and Kalina picks it up.
I'm pretty sure he got
as
that
he was
rebound on the ground. Just shows the sheer size of this guy. It's a 7-footer.
Cubbage draws a foul. He will shoot 2. Coffeyville will go to the line. Off on the first. We'll see another substitution by Pratt. Matt Leedy will enter the game.
6'10", freshman out of Conway Springs, Kansas. Let's see if he can put some pressure on Kalina with the size, only 2 inches shorter, seeing as everybody else on Pratt's team is at least 3, 4, or 5 inches shorter than Kalina. So
Pratt will set up at the half court. 9-7, Coffeyville Red Ravens. Early lead with 15 to go. Cedric with the steal. Outlet pass to Washington. He'll finish through Devin Andrews.
Way to finish. Finished up high with the finger roll right at the glass. That's what you like to see. Ooh.
Looking for Bell. Out of control pass. Another turnover from Coffeyville. And A.J. Banks will enter the ball game for the Beavers. Coffeyville yet to sub. And we've seen the first-year coach, Max Good, sub 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I'm about to say, multiple times already. Getting some fresh legs in, see if they can do something real quick. Switch it up for the Ravens.
Good move by Washington.
Oh,
so elusive. And that is a great pass to Cedric Rowland.
the crowd loved that one.
So 13-7, 6-point advantage for Coffeyville. Devin Andrews wants an answer. No good. Kalina picks it up.
Hold up for the brick. Here comes Malik Keith.
Stops and I wanted to say pops, but he leaves it long. And it'll go the other end. Jordan Taylor and Greg Poulion into the ball game for Red Ravens. The first 2 subs, Kalina and Cubbage, will go to the bench. A.J. Banks take it up for the Beavers to get their offense rolling. And it looks a little bit sloppy for their offense early on.
Can't get anything figured out.
They have to set it up again. It goes to the hole. Great deflection by Poulion. And Washington wants the breakout. Napoleon scores.
The right-handed finger roll.
Jordan Taylor gets the steal, but it goes out of bounds. Beavers ball.
Teddy Wolf into the game for TJ Washington.
Didn't take long for him to enter the ball game.
I hope we see something flashy from him tonight. I want to see a posterize.
We like to call him the energy off the bench. The sixth man that can bring the house down with one opportunity.
Bring the goal down with every opportunity, honestly. That man can fly.
Devin Andrews goes to the hoop. Good defense by Tedrick. And they'll get a foul on likely Cedric. Or Pullion will. It could have been either way.
There's a lot of Raven feathers flying right there. But Pullion with the foul. It's only the second team foul though for the Ravens. 13:49 with left in the half.
So Devin Andrews, 3 points already. Makes good at the line, 2 of 2.
Malik Keith bringing it down for the Ravens.
Cedric looking inside, and he throws it to Devin Williams.
Ugly pass. See what
Williams and they just have to let him go. He can score in bunches.
We'll see Jero come in off the bench, waiting there on the sideline.
6 points for Devin Williams, or Devin Andrews. I don't know why I wanted to say Andrews. Another turnover.
Goodness.
And Devin Andrews will take care of that.
He dunked that effortlessly, and it still looked pretty flashy.
So quick 8 points for Devin Andrews. Getting his hands on some balls, turning into points. Pullion working the base. In inside.
An unfriendly bounce
and
on
out.
That one. Ravens kind of playing sloppy as of the last couple minutes.
Good pass to Bell. He finishes in traffic. Quick timeout from Jay Herkelman. Rightfully so.
Clearly not happy with the way his team has been playing as the Pratt Beavers have tied it up after the Ravens had a 6-point lead just a minute ago. So
quick 6 to 8 point run for Pratt. And Jay Herkelman, in his 22nd year, knows what to do when his team is struggling. Take a quick timeout, regather his team after 3 or 4 turnovers in about 5 possessions.
Yeah. A seasoned veteran coach, Herkelman, knows how to keep the heads on the players.
The guards from Coffeyville have really dictated how they scored. Quick foul. A.J. Banks goes hard to the floor. 6-foot freshman out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Draws the foul on that one, trying to be too aggressive.
So we've seen Malik Keith take 1 shot. They'll definitely have to take a lot more if Coffeyville is going to win this game. Malik Keith, good on the 3. As I highlighted that.
Pratt is rushing the ball up the court, trying to get Coffeyville
off balance.
Yeah.
15 on the shot clock. Andrews wants it.
Corner to 3. Pullion with the rebound off to Keith. Oh,
wants Tedrick. And we didn't see, but Brenton Jaru ended the ball game.
During the timeout.
Yep, for the timeout. Jordan Taylor wants a 3. Long, and that just goes over the backboard.
Don't know if
go
that
to the
was
other
the
end.
right shot right there. Only up 3. He might come out for that one. No, I believe Malik Keith will come out, but TJ Washington enters the game.
He's had some great passes thus far in this game. Pratt looking for their main scorer, Devin Andrews. Already got 8 points. Looking inside, can't finish. Can't finish again. And somehow it goes in. I don't know who to give the points to, Bell or Andrews.
Or a Raven. It looked like the Ravens tipped it in, maybe. I don't know. But nevertheless, Ravens with a 1-point lead. 11 left in the half.
Jordan Taylor floater.
Teddy Wolf trying to put
Tipped
it back
home.
in. Just padding his own stats. Got about 3 rebounds just in that play.
Cottonfield needs to get back on defense.
Oh, man.
Looking inside for the quick jumper.
The soft touch by Matt Letty.
Coffeyville still with a 1-point lead. Pratt has answered all their baskets. Pullion inside. Gets it tipped away. Pullion looking for the foul, but they need to get back. And Bell will draw a foul on the open court.
There was nearly a travel on that play as well by Bell. So we're going to see a foul on
so Dominique Bell will go to the line for 2.
foul on
And they'll
number
get that
10, Tedrick, I believe. Yep. Tedrick will pick up his first of the game.
Pratt has 14 fouls and Coffeyville has 3 with 10:30 left. Dominique Bell at the line. That is off. And we've seen both these teams really want to play fast, get in the open court, and rebound the basketball here lately. Pratt's giving the ball to Devin Williams, thus so, because he's their leading scorer and really pounded the ball to him. Jordan Taylor can't hang on. He'll go the other way.
Sloppy play by the Ravens as it's tied up at 20.
A.J. Banks up top. A legal screen from Dominique Bell. Switch sides, 20-20 all. That is his first. Marquise Goncalves will come in the game. 6'9", freshman out of Brockton, Massachusetts. T.J. Washington will lead the Ravens in to the offense possession. Gets it inside. Damian Taylor with the hook. No good. Rebounded by Terrell Williams, who leads the second leading scorer, 12.1 points per game, and he's coming off a double-double against Seward. 11 points, 11 rebounds.
We're going to see a travel right there. Turnover by the Beavers. Malik Keith and Cubbage will come in. And Cedric Rowland.
And Herkelman will just take a timeout. So we've seen some high-flying action here at Nellis Hall with a 20-20 all, and I believe there will be a lot of lead changes. In the girls' game, we only saw one, but I believe tonight we'll see a high-flying, a lot of scoring action as Pratt scores about 87 points a game and Coffeyville averages about 88 points per game. So we could see it come down to the very last point.
Might even get some free basketball, some overtimes, who knows.
It kind of all depends about if Coffeyville is going to line up and stop Devin Andrews. You could tell he's going to be the main guy they're going to pound the ball to and get a lot of shots with him up.
Only one way to find out, and that's to stay tuned for the rest of the game.
Herkelman will be satisfied with his players not get in foul trouble this early on. Against Hutch, we saw Cedric Rowland get in foul trouble early, really early in the game, and it came down to bite him at the end because he's a pivotal player in the middle. And we saw a game against Cloud County where they go in stretches where they will give up points like that to Terrell Williams.
It's going to be a technical. Pulled himself up on the rim.
You can't do that. Terrell Williams, boneheaded mistake. Pulls himself up on the rim. That should be a one-shot technical in Coffeyville's ball. Malik Keith will take the shot.
Got too hyped for himself on that dunk.
Tough break.
Not convert the free throw.
Tough break for Coffeyville. Can't take the 3 points. Would take the possession.
That'll be a technical on him, so he's got to watch himself for the rest of the game. Ooh.
That is long. Malik Keith has hit one today. Couldn't connect on that one.
Seems as if the Ravens can't buy one tonight.
3 from the corner,
Oh
long.
Goodness. Seems like nobody can buy one from 3 tonight, which is the exact opposite of what we saw in the girls' game.
And that will be a rebound finish from Terrell Williams. Quick 4 points for him. Mike Cubbage losing the ball. Back to Damian Taylor. 3 seconds in the middle on Cedric Rowland.
He's got to watch himself there. I believe he'll probably come out. He's been making some mistakes. That last pass that led to the dunk that led to the technical just went straight off the knees of the Beaver defender.
Pratt holds a 4-point lead. Went quickly from a Coffeyville lead to Pratt holding a 4-point advantage. Looking inside for Marquise Guncalls, but gets it stolen. Travis Washington on open court. Good defense from Terrell Williams, knocking it out of the hands of Washington, not allowing Coffeyville to get the open break.
I couldn't tell if he was going to go up with it himself or try to pass back to one of his teammates.
Washington wants a 3, leaves it short, collects the rebound, throws it off Matt Letty. What a good basketball, smart move to retain the possession after he was a little off balance. McKeith almost turns it over. Jalen Wilson had a hand on it.
You're seeing some sloppy basketball right now.
McKeith up top has 3 points today on 1-3.
Oh, my.
That should be a kick ball, but they will fix the shot clock. Back to 18. Damian Taylor making some moves. Off-balance shot. Air ball. Jalen Wilson picks it up.
Jay Herkelman shaking his head on that one.
Another legal screen.
Kalina coming in for Taylor.
So Marquise Guncalls will pick up his first foul. That'll put him with 6 fouls. The next one will put him in the 1-and-1. Jaru can't connect. Kalina can't pick it up.
Head of Kalina.
And A.J. Banks
gets
gets blocked. Massive block, but a foul on Brenton Jaru.
I believe they're probably going to call the foul, not on the block, but just how he fell on the Beaver player. Crowd not happy with that one.
They wanted to see the block be clean, but A.J. Banks, nevertheless, will get 2 shots at the line. Not much free throw shooting going on. Pratt's only shot 3 free throws. Coffeyville's only had a handful.
Banks will get that one to drop. Haven't seen many scoring opportunities by either team in the last couple minutes.
Coffeyville has been turnover prone these last few minutes and allowing Pratt to have a 5-point advantage. Coffeyville was set up with 15 on the shot clock. Covage has to make something happen. Gets it rejected.
Straight down. This is just a bad time to be a Raven.
And Terrell Williams will finish on the other end. These players are having trouble going into those trees in the middle. Terrell Williams,
just not playing like themselves.
Marquise Gunclaws really altering shots. AJ Banks, short, foul on Matt Liddy.
Over the back, the big man, 6'10".
Seen such a scoring drought from Coffeyville. Mitch, what do you think really Coffeyville got to get together? What do you think they've got to get?
They just need to come together and play like themselves. We haven't really seen them playing like themselves at all. Everybody's kind of just trying to do it themselves. Need some more team play. We're going to see Malik Keith, the free throw.
Maybe the free throw line will help them get back into this, as really not been productive on the offensive end these last few minutes. Malik Keith adds to his 4-point performance so far. It's the second one to fall.
The first points the Ravens have scored since before 10 minutes into left of the half. He was tied 20-20 with 10:30 left, I believe.
And a quick foul on Jordan Taylor. I don't know where that came from.
Kind of a weak foul, but only his first, thankfully.
Coffeyville will just back up, hoping to not get him in foul trouble early on with the pressure. Terrell Williams up top, driving the hoop, gets it stolen.
Loses it.
Malik Keith on the break. Washington gets fouled, and he'll have a chance at an and one.
The hard fall. Bounces right back up. Good to see.
Tough player, TJ Washington, able to go up with the best of them and come down with an and one.
See if he can convert the free throw. That was so hard of a foul. I thought they might have thought it might have been a flagrant. It didn't. Obviously, I don't think it was on purpose, but just the intensity of how hard it was. But the refs decided not to go that route.
No, I think the player made the play on the ball. Just happened to be hard contact.
Yep.
Off on the and one. Pratt's so quick to get the ball down the court.
And that might be just thrown off the Raven defense. Most teams usually don't try to rush it down like
Jalen Wilson, long. Brent Jawu picks it up. Gives off to Malik Keith. Jordan Taylor spots up.
Can't find it.
Jawu goes up high to get that one. And a scramble for the ball.
Still has
he picks it up. Malik Keith. And that is off.
Convert.
So a bunch of shots. Coffeyville cannot convert. Looking for Matt Letty inside, and no go.
Posting up, Kalina.
Lee Keith gets a hand on the ball. A couple subs will come in.
Honestly, I think the performance by these Ravens is being affected by the fact that the Raven baseball team is not on the sideline cheering on the team like they usually are.
We saw Devin Andrews come out of the ball game, and he's finally checked in. One of the top scorers for these Pratt Beavers.
And I believe that's a good move by Coach Good, trying to get as much fresh leg for Devin Andrews as he can while they still have the lead, so that if Coffeyville comes back to make it a closer game, that Devin Andrews is ready and refreshed and has tons of energy, because he is their key player, leading scorer.
He does when he comes in to take up a lot of shots. They keep trying to make something happen.
Banks just not giving him any room. Great defense. Great defense by all
And
of
a stolen.
the
Devin
Beavers.
Andrews gets fouled. And the ref will talk to Jordan Taylor as he did that. Lays a hard foul on Devin Andrews, but nevertheless a clean foul. So Devin Andrews, 8 points on the day, is a chance for 2 more at the line. Seems like every time he comes in, he draws so many turnovers, gets his hands on so many balls, and that's what makes him a great player and translate to the D1 level.
Comes Tedrick in for Jordan Taylor as Andrews can't make that first free throw. Misses both of them as the Beavers get
Devin
it
Andrews
back.
picks it up, gets fouled again. Now put Coffeyville in the double bonus. Or in the 1-and-1 still, I believe.
Yeah,
Pratt's
right
almost in
into
the
bonus.
double-double. That's on Brent Jaru is second. So Herkelman will have to dig back in the bench unless he wants to leave him in. Off on the first. .508. Pratt's got a 3-point advantage, now 4. Coffeyville just trying to figure out how they're going to score the next basket. They've been so dry from the field.
Pratt has a good hold on Coffeyville on the defensive side.
Devin Andrews out to Wilson. That is good.
Coach Herkelman upset thus far with the gameplay of his Ravens. Can't get anything to drop.
Kalina
Good
inside.
pass. Kalina with the
Foul.
finish.
And 1.
Way to use his strength and size.
You got to believe that Herkelman wanted that so badly because you weren't hitting anything from the field every time you got in the baseline. Your shot got rejected, and you give it to Kleina, and that big man's not going to get rejected.
Not so easily. Couldn't convert on the free throw. Make it a 5-point deficit for the Ravens.
4:15, 31-26. Pratt scoring in bunches as they're on a little run here. AJ Binks up top. Wilson hit a 3. 2 on the shot clock. He has to throw something up, and sheesh. Talk about making something happen. 8-point advantage. Pratt. Jaru gets it stripped. Defense.
Inbound under the basket for the Ravens.
Defensive pressure has been all over Coffeyville.
Saw Teddy Wolf trying to streak to the basket for an oop, but got shut down real quick.
Inside Jaru. Can't knock that down. Kalina picks it up. Jaru again.
Drawing the foul.
Brent Jaru, 6'6", freshman at New Orleans, Louisiana. Goes to the line for 2. And now pick up Devin Andrews' second foul. So we'll see if Coach Good will go into the bench with his star in foul trouble.
Yeah, they definitely want to avoid that.
And Terrell Williams will check in for him.
Yep. I believe he just now realized that Andrews had 2 fouls. Definitely doesn't want to risk it, especially before the half, trying to get him 3 fouls. So, smart move by Coach Good.
So 3 1/4 left in this first half. Coffeyville narrows the margin to 6. and throws the pressure at him. And on the shot clock, Bell to Banks. Drive to the basket, finds Wilson.
Ooh.
Foul and an and one. Good cut by Wilson and strong finish.
Calling that foul on Kalina. Does not look like even so much as touched the player. But
they've had some arguments between the refs time to time this game of who did what on the foul.
low pass.
So it doesn't surprise me that they get a number wrong. Ted Reek to the hoop, can't fall.
Just cannot buy one tonight, the Ravens. So they're down 9.
Terrell Williams, that is good. 12-point lead for the Beavers.
Beavers, the
Coming
largest lead of the game.
Coming out here and not playing like a 2-16.
Also, the Ravens not playing like a 7-2 team. So
they've been struggling. Like I said early on, they were on a 2-game losing streak, losing to a national power as in Hutch, and then losing on the road to Cloud City. Had good efforts from Malik Keith and Cedric Rowland, but not able to grab a victory. Tedrick Wolf averaging 9.4 points per game, and just about a rebound per game, and gets that one to go, cuts it to 9.
We might see him try to take over in this game, as we just saw on that last play. Kind of just made it happen. The guy's a freak of nature with his athleticism. Might be just what these Ravens need. Surge of just enthusiasm, I guess. I really don't know what to call it.
Coffeyville sure does need a spark of scoring and maybe a spark of, like you said, enthusiasm. Back to the Red Ravens, but these Beavers have gotten their hands on every ball, it seems like, causing turnovers and leading the points, and that's really how they got their lead.
Yeah, and maintained it.
Lee Keith for 3. He's made 1, but only out of 3. Terrell Williams hit 1.
Wide open.
Leaves it long. Foul on Dominique Bell. Cedric Rowland will get 2 at the line.
That's 2 on Bell. See if he'll get taken out as well.
Coffeyville, when you look at it, they've not had the best first half, but at least you can put the Beavers in foul trouble.
Yeah.
You've gotten some of their best players so far, like Dominique Bell, 2 fouls. Andrews, 2 fouls.
That is a good point. I believe, the foul count doesn't go above 10, but I believe they are at around 12 on this game.
Off to Terrell Williams, back to Dominique Bell. Makes a move to the hoop.
Ooh.
Finds a cutting man. Foul on Cedric Rowland. He did not have his body positioned in the right way. First on Cedric Rowland.
And although the Ravens do have 9 fouls thus far, they're all pretty spread out for the most part, which is a good sign.
1:15 left. You gotta think Coach Goody for Pratt Beavers gotta be pretty happy. Your team's in a little bit of foul trouble with your best player on the bench, but you're still able to maintain an 8-point lead. And Devin Williams is giving you solid minutes. Good no-look pass to Kalina.
Good use of his height over the smaller Beaver defenders.
We kind of saw that the first couple minutes of the game where Travis Washington and Malik Keith were finding open man's cutting, and we really haven't seen that throughout the half.
These Beavers are just walking all over the Raven defense. Ravens losing their men, and you see a travel there, but.
So 35 on the game clock, 30 on the shot clock. Pratt will likely have 5 or so seconds unless a turnover happens for another shot. See if Coffeyville holds. And a long 3 from Washington.
It's not what they needed. Oh,
a save to Cedric. And a great finish.
Good job by the big man Kalina with the save.
10 on the shot on the game clock. AJ Binks up top. Makes a move. Out to Terrell.
Oh, my.
Williams gets hit and a foul with 2 seconds left.
Cedric Williams almost jumped over that man trying to get the block, which is never good because you want to keep your feet on the ground, but it's just a funny sight to see.
And they called that on Kalina, and that is his third.
Man. This is not good news for the big man. He has his third foul before halftime, 2 seconds before halftime. But
so
still.
Likely Coach Kirkleman will go to halftime down by 5 or 6. With you can't be too happy with this crew as they've struggled minorly.
I believe the Ravens will be getting an earful. Oh, that shot hit a dancer, but so 37-43, the Ravens trail at halftime. Coach Herkelman's going to go into this halftime and really tell his team what he's thinking, seeing as the records that don't even match up. Pratt at the bottom of the conference, Coffeyville near the top.
Pratt has come to play. You're watching men's basketball on Red Raven TV. We're back at it at Red Raven TV, and we're at halftime. The score is 43-37. Pratt Community College is up 6 points, and we'll get a stat update. Devin Andrews leading the way for Pratt, 13 points, 5 on 8 from the field goal. Terrell Williams right behind him with 12 points, 3 of 4 for shooting. And then for your Coffeyville Red Ravens, the leading scorer is Cedric Rowland. And Travis Washington right behind him with 6, and other people with 5 and 2. Coffeyville shooting a low 30.4% from the field, 1 of 10 from the from the 3 line. Excuse me. The Beavers are shooting 51%, 4 of 8 from the 3. Mitchell, what stat really stands out to you?
Some stats that stand out to me are just the shooting percentages for the Ravens. They are not pretty. Also, the turnover count, that's also not a pretty stat for the Ravens right now. And it shows, I mean, we're only down 6, but the Ravens have a lot more talent than this Beaver team, I feel like. So it just goes to show how bad the Ravens are playing this game. And no discredit to the Beavers, but the Ravens are just not having a good one. Oh.
Open look.
That was just
He'll finish.
Easy money.
Devin Marsh.
Hopefully the Ravens can come out with a surge of something. They just need some scoring.
Michael Covage up top, searching for some offense. A lot of dribbling.
Oh.
Off target. Devin Andrews on the break, gives it up. And a bucket for Stevens.
That's the finish. The screen. Oh. Didn't look for the roll. Cedric Rowland was open. He's open there again. A foul right there.
Terrell Williams will pick up a foul.
First of the half.
And the first of the game.
For him.
Lee Keith has been quiet thus far.
Which usually means that the Ravens are not doing so hot.
5 points for Lee Keith. Cedric Rowland will take it on his own and make his own offense.
Oh, but the Ravens down 8 still.
It's 12 points for Cedric Rowland. Still down 8. Devin Andrews making something happen.
Goes through a little bit of contact, no call.
Tough shot. Maybe a little bit out of
TJ
shot.
Washington.
Good finish. Switches in the air. And he glides for a basket. Devin Marsh.
Cherry picking a bit, but nevertheless scores.
Catches Coffeyville sleeping, and another turnover. He's got Stevens, but he finishes on his own.
That's just
what Devin Andrews has been doing. Getting hands on balls and finishing.
Here comes Cubbage down the lane. Oh, handoff to Rowland. Rowland with the finish.
And Devin Marsh down the field again.
Goodness.
And he scores. Poulion not getting back.
Jay Herkelman very upset with what his Ravens are not doing defensively. Cubbage with the 3. Off. Rowland with the rebound, but they're going to call it out.
Coffeyville 1 of 11 from the 3-point arc. Just not getting the job done. So 17 to go. Coffeyville down 10. Damian Taylor is checking in, if I can get out of my mouth.
It's Washington. And I figured that would be a turnover, but apparently it tipped off of a Beaver. Ravens down 10. 3 minutes into the second half.
Cedric.
Finishes, but I believe the foul was before the shot.
Again, Cedric just trying to make his own offense. Got 12 points today.
Yep. It's never what you want to do ideally, but when the whole team is kind of just not playing together, somebody's just got to take leadership of the reins and
good move by Cubbage. Finishes.
Finish.
Rare sight tonight for a Red Raven. Stevens back to Marsh. That is off.
Marsh has been down the court every single time prior to the Ravens really scoring even. Just getting down there quick. Comes Cubbage again. Back.
Damian Taylor. Good shot.
Here come the Ravens. See if they can get a streak.
Stevens handles it. Stevens, he's a shooter, and it's off. Cubbage can't corral it, runs into a ref.
Cubbage just, unintentionally of course, but just headbutts that ref right in the gut.
Probably feel that one tomorrow.
Dangerous job reffing. Never know what's going to happen.
Inbounds. Dawson Gunner will be the inbounder. Another three for Stevens.
Finds the bottom of the net on that one.
Can't leave him unattended. Coffeyville down by 9. 15:30 left. Cubbage trying to draw some contact to Cedric.
Roland.
Call a travel, and one ref called a foul.
Of course, the travel being prior to the foul, so that one is which would take precedent. But we're going to see a Red Raven timeout.
This Coffeyville team struggling for offense. Leaving some Pratt offensive players unattended, allowing them to get some open looks. What's this Coffeyville team need to wake up? How do you think they need to wake up?
They just, like I keep saying, they just need some sort of surge of energy or enthusiasm, teamwork. It just has to happen on either end of the court, really. Preferably the offensive side, but if it happens on the defense, a good defense leads to a good offense. So they just need something to start going for them. But this Pratt team is not giving them an inch on defense or on offense for that matter.
Pratt takes the ball with 15 left. And a good move and a good finish from Devin Andrews, 6'5" out of Lauren, Ohio. I'll put him at 15 points. He's off on the one opportunity. They're 11 for 18 from the line.
Here's Cubbage. Trying to get the triple to fall. Rolling with the pickup on the offensive glass.
Finishes up. Cedric, the big force on the offensive end. He'll make it 14 with that putback.
Ravens still down 9 with a little under 15 to go in the game.
Coffeyville again, 1 for 12. And that's an offensive foul. That'll bring his third, and he kind of just looks at Coach Goody with his hands up.
expecting that one, I would assume. The Ravens get a break. Rowland takes it.
Finishes. 16 points.
Word to Kevin Durant. Cedric Rowland is putting his team on his back.
Back out to Marsh. Makes a move inside.
A good hop. Can't
Stevens
finish.
picks it up. Good block. Getting a hand on the ball is Malik Keith. He's got it in the front court. Can't finish.
Just
an orthodox fast break leading to a miss. That's what Coffeyville needed to really assert themselves in this game.
That would have put them only back 5. Instead, they're back 7.
We saw the stretch where Coffeyville couldn't get a hand on a single ball, and right there you get a turnover and leads to a chip shot that you miss. Credit to Pratt to getting their defense back there, causing a miss from Lee Keith.
Yeah.
He only got 5 points, and A.J. Banks has really done a number on him. And that is a hooking foul on Devin Andrews. So offensive foul. That'll bring him to 3 or 4 fouls. Or he stepped on the end line. Did you?
Yeah, I think he stepped out.
He did hook the defender, but that was not called. Pressure up top. Gets it to Damian Taylor. Good spin move. Foul. He'll be shooting at the line.
It'll be on Marsh. That's 3 on Marsh.
That is big.
See Matt Letty come in. 6'10" boy.
Coffeyville 8 for 10 on free throws. And
Teddy Wolf just come in, or was he in?
No, we got some blood from Devin Andrews. He'll have to get a bandage, and he'll stop play for a brief second. So nevertheless, Damian Taylor at the line for 2, down 7 points with 13:30 left. First one down.
Gets the second one to drop. Coach Herkelman likes seeing that. Like they always say, free throws win games, and going 2 for 2, that's going to help.
Blake Keith getting a hand on the ball.
He really thought about trying to jump over that score table to save it, but I don't think it would have been worth it to risk the injury.
So we're seeing better hustle from Coffeyville on the defensive end, and we'll just see if that translates to the offensive end. Dominique Bell looking for Devin Andrews, as he's been a threat to score, and he gets one right there. 15 points for Devin Andrews.
Still back 7 with 13 minutes left. And Rowland is not in the game. Pass to Jordan Taylor.
Tedrick Wolf getting it stripped. A.J. Banks picks it up, looking for Jalen Wilson. Travis Washington made a good move for the ball. He got too much arm. His first foul of the night. And again, we're going to have to show some attention to Devin Andrews. They are concerned about his arm bleeding, and they'll just sub him out. Terrell Williams will come in the game.
There we go.
To the training staff to get that procedure fixed. Inside to Matt Letty. Good defense from Damian Taylor. Good strip from Jordan Taylor.
Still stay Beaver possession.
Coffeyville's defense got to be frustrated. You get hands on balls, but it still remains Pratt's ball. Dominique Bell, Terrell Williams, a good defense from Coffeyville.
Malik Keith comes up with that one. I believe in one of the games last week, I don't remember if it was Cloud or Hutch, but Malik Keith had a double-double, I believe, with rebounds being the other stat, and that man is 5'10", and he got 10 rebounds plus. That man is elusive in getting his rebounds.
He's been quiet tonight. A.J. Banks for 3. That's long. Malik Keith on the run out. Good pass from Jordan Taylor.
A good
finish.
Spin.
Unbalanced finish.
I didn't even know if he knew he was going to spin right there, but it just kind of happened.
Good pass to Dominique Bell. And we'll see a technical as Damian Taylor hit the ball.
He spiked it like a volleyball player.
And Damian Taylor had good position. I did not know if his feet were close to the circle. They were pretty dang close.
It would have been close, but I believe
the ref did have the location to see, so if he got it right.
We do not have instant replay down on the floor in college basketball, so we will not be reviewing it, obviously. But
you can't review those plays anyways. And
he smacked the ball after causing a technical regardless.
So this could be 2 points and then 2-point technical and the ball back. So this could be right around a 4 to 7 point swing. Coffeyville's frustrated tonight.
Just not playing like themselves, as I've said previously. Just not really playing like a team.
Got to keep their heads up. They're still down by 8. That's a couple possessions.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's easily come back worthy, and still 12 minutes left in this game.
But Dominique Bell will get 2 shots. And I'm not for sure if they get the ball back or not. But
seeing as they shot the technical free throws before.
And a lane violation.
Yeah. Just all sorts of stuff being called. He did do it. I saw him, though. Everybody was a little bit premature on that free throw, but they called it on him.
The strip. Dominique Bell.
Turnover.
Good steal from Jordan Taylor.
In comes Gunter for Banks. Sherkelman getting vocal at his players across the court.
Jalen Wilson, guys, pop.
Crowd not liking that one. Neither is
Sherkelman calling for Cedric's hands being up, but Jalen Wilson directing the contact. This foul call is coming in bunches. Going all sorts of ways.
He gets both of them to drop. Ravens really need something. That's what we've been saying for the past 20 minutes of game time, but really.
Coffeyville, really high percentage.
Good look.
Point. Good look for Jordan Taylor, like I was going to say. Coffeyville, a really high percentage 3-point team, and you're 1 for 12 tonight. That's much of your scoring. Gunner
that needle.
Throws it to Terrell Williams. Good steal by Malik Keith. He's on the front court. And a foul on Gunner.
That could not have felt good with that hard of a slap on the backboard for Williams. I felt that one. This game is getting very physical, aggressive. Gets us a drop. That's what you like to see.
11 for 15.
TJ Washington coming out, Cubbage coming in.
11 for 15 at the line. He could make it 12 for 16. In and out.
Almost the
last touch is Jordan Taylor. .58-65 ball game. Pratt has got the 7-point lead. Here with 11 minutes to go, Devin Andrews with the ball. Out to Matt Lady, to Wilson, back to Lady.
Pick and roll.
Double team.
Just dribbled out of bounds, but called on the Ravens.
Yeah, the ref was right there. I didn't know how he didn't see that. Out to Devin Andrews. He's been quiet the second half with only 2 points.
Travel.
Turnover,
One too many
Pratt.
Steps on that one. Fortunate for the Ravens, as Pratt most likely would have scored right there on that backdoor cut.
Out to Cubbage. Tough pass to handle.
Jordan
Long
Taylor.
three for Jordan Taylor.
And misses.
The 3-point woes go down, but Cedric Rowland drawing fouls. Doing everything he can to keep his team in the ball game.
I don't know if Jordan Taylor should be taking too many threes. He hasn't hit one all game. Not exactly the best three-point shooter. Can't get that one to fall. These free throws are crucial.
With this one, he could extend to a two possession lead for Pratt. A 59-65 ball game, 6-point lead for Pratt. Coffeyville showing some pressure. Pratt able to break it. Devin Andrews on the break.
Somehow gets that one to drop on the lucky bounce.
17 points for Devin Andrews. He's doing what he does best, scoring traffic. 10 minutes remaining. Avoiding the defense is Tedrick. Out to Malik.
Ooh,
Back to Cedric. Back to Malik. And he'll be fouled.
That'll be on Andrews. I believe that's his fourth. Still almost 10 minutes left to play in this game, and Andrews has 4. It's not a good look for Coach Good and the Beavers. Their star player almost fouled out.
So if you're Jay Herkelman, what are you saying to your players right here? You have literally no momentum. You're down by 8.
Well, I mean, Cedric Rowland, he's been killing it down low, not necessarily in the last couple minutes, but there was a streak there where he was going hard. And so I think they should go back to that, try to put some foul pressure onto the Beavers, as the Beavers are already in the bonus with their star player 1 away from fouling out. So I definitely think they should keep getting it down low. I don't think Jordan Taylor should be taking those threes like he has been, taking a couple this half that have bricked out. I think Malik Keith should be the one that should take the threes, but they just need something. I've said that probably 10 times this broadcast, and keeps getting truer and truer. So I believe that's what is going on.
1-3 for Coffeyville today. They're down by 8, really struggling from the field and from the three-point line and from the free throw line.
Defensively and
from all different areas, but still staying in this ball game somewhat.
Cedric Rowland is keeping them in this. Teddy Wolf at the free throw line. Shooting 2. Knocks down the first with a friendly bounce.
So make that 12 of 18.
Knocks the second, puts that within only 2 possessions for the Ravens to come back from. 2 threes would tie it up.
Tedrick Wolf with 7 points. Dominique Bell all the way to the hoop. Collision. And a tough call.
Although his feet were not set, that still is just an offensive foul, let alone. He went hard into Cedric Rowland right there.
Yeah, you got to make the point where a player is out of control.
Yeah.
Stevens open for 3. No good. He gets the rebound.
Can't finish.
And a tie-up. Possession error goes to Coffeyville.
Kalina coming in, getting his first action for a while. Seeing as he got into early foul trouble.
Herkimer tends to do that with Kalina. He picks and chooses when he wants to play him. He
kind of playing
not a
streaks.
high-minute dude. Foul on Matt Liddy. Tedrick will go to the line again. He was 2 of 2 the last time he was at the line. That'll be number 4 on Matt Liddy. He'll have to take a seat. And Marsh will come back in the game, and he has 3 or 4 fouls himself.
Tedrick, see if he can knock down this second one. He does with the friendly bounce. Puts it within 4. The smallest deficit of the whole second half.
We thought this game was going to be a match type of game where both teams would trade baskets and trade leads, but Pratt has handled themselves very well. Good move by Travis Washington. He's a magician.
2.
He is a magician when he gets in the front court. Somehow gets that to go. Wilson to the hoop.
That was also magical. I don't even know how he did that within the boundaries of physics, honestly. Oh, my. Oh.
And Tedrick all the way to the hoop. No foul call. He goes hard to the floor. And the way he went down, there had to have been some contact. He fell straight on his knee.
I believe it was just like
he gets up.
Yeah, I believe it was just a sharp pain right then. Those never feel good. But he bounces right back up. And that's
so the surge you've been talking about comes here late with 8:30 so left in the second half. And we'll get a quick timeout. We'll take a little break here with 8:36 left. Coffeyville down by 2. We're back at Red Raven TV. Pratt holds a 69-67 lead. Tedrick Wolf came in the ball game and provided the points Coffeyville needed to bring him within 2, because they've been struggling minorly.
Tedrick Wolf came out of the game after that hard fall, but I think that's just to rest him up, make sure he's good to go. Foul on Cubbage. Not a great call, but it's only his first, so that'll put the Ravens in the bonus, though. However,
a lot of free throws been shot today. So many that we've just kind of lost count.
Yeah. An excessive amount of free throws.
Which we've seen that in the college basketball game. A.J. Binks hits one of the 2.
It's the Ravens down 3.
Jordan Taylor wants the 3. He gets it! The second 3 of the day for Coffeyville, and Jordan Taylor hits it from deep to tie the ball game. And a steal. Jordan Taylor gets it back off to Washington, off to Jordan Taylor, and Coffeyville
takes the lead.
Takes a dramatic lead.
This is the surge we've been talking about.
And a late call, but he's out of bounds. This play's getting some momentum. In a timeout, Stevens will just call a player timeout. So a dramatic swing.
I don't know if that timeout's the right move right there. I know they want to gather themselves, but those timeouts might come back and haunt them. There's still 7:45 left in this game.
Even though Coffeyville won on a great run there, Pratt, you got to be happy with yourself. You're down 2 with 7:45. You've been playing well up to these last moments where you just had a few turnovers. And
yeah, Coffeyville really needs to maintain their composure with this lead.
Pratt
is playing aggressive.
Really struggling to score without their big scorer, who averages 17.5 points per game. And Devin Andrews, he's out with 4 fouls. Coach Goody does not want to risk him fouling out this early in a ball game. Josh Washington makes a move and draws a foul. He'll be at the line for a 1-and-1.
After this foul, that'll put Pratt into the double bonus for the next foul. It's at the drop.
Travis Washington been a very consistent player for Coffeyville, able to get his team rolling, getting assists and scoring the ball as well. Very dynamic player for Coach Herkelman.
Yeah, kind of leads the team in a way.
He's only a freshman.
Yeah, I'm about to say, leading a team of freshmen. Only 4 sophomores, 3 returners on this team.
A.J. Banks. Back to Terrell. He wanted the 3. No good. Stevens out. Terrell, long 3. Shot clock down. And on the floor, it'll be on Cedric. Devin Walsh will be at the line. Tedrick Wolf will sub back in the game. That is 4 on Cedric Wolf, on Cedric Rowland. And that is a big loss for just about the rest of the game.
Yeah, not what you like to see. He's been putting in work down low. Oh.
No one boxed out a man, and the ball went right to A.J. Banks.
6-footer got it over Kalina, the 7-footer, just on some bad communication. But
and a good steal from Tedrick. Can't keep it in bounds, but good hustle.
Had he kept that ball in bounds, we would have seen something nice.
So Ben Drawro, we saw him early in the ball game and been out for a brief period of time, so he's back in the ball game for the Red Ravens. Stevens looking for Marsh. Stevens able to knock down a couple threes. Don't expect him to go to him late in this game.
No foul.
And a trip or a bump, either way, A.J. Banks is at the line. And Coach Goody is, I think he's going to sub back in Devin Andrews with 4 fouls. This would be definitely
risking it. 6.5 minutes left. I don't know. That
6:35. Coffeyville up 3. This game's definitely going to go to the wire. In and out.
Coffeyville needs to kind of just slow it down a bit. Try to work it down low. They don't have their main post player.
Jaru can't handle it.
And they call another timeout. Like I said, those might come back to haunt them, but
so another turnover for Coffeyville. These turnovers down the stretch, not helpful if you're trying to get a victory, especially at home. We've seen a Pratt team not scared of the road. You're coming off a bus ride of a couple hours or so, and you're taking it to a home team that has lost 2 games, and they've really played like they've lost 2 games tonight in a row. Nevertheless, Coffeyville up by 3, down by as much as 12 at one point, able to cut it and take the lead. And Malik Heath has really been non-existent for Coffeyville, only 7 points tonight.
Way under his season average, but
off the knee of Devin Andrews. Good steal by Jordan Taylor.
Maintains it. They need to keep themselves calm, think about what they're doing.
6 minutes, 15 on the shot clock.
Don't want to make any silly mistakes.
Jordan Taylor has Malik Keith to the rim.
Got it.
Finish. Had a lane. He took it.
Overhead pass.
A.J. Banks will slow it down for the Beavers. 15 on the shot clock to Jalen Wilson. Back to Williams.
Seeing some
And
pretty
an open 3. And that's a miss. Ben Draru will go up high to get that one. 5:15 left. Washington, good
the
fake and a finish. These guards have exploded these last few minutes. Good hustle by Malik Keith.
Yep. About to say his hustle right there was great. Forced the Beavers to slow it down right here and inbound instead of being able to capitalize on that somewhat of a fast break.
When this Red Raven team is good, their guards are playing good. And you've seen it time and time again, and a little explosion of their guards getting to the hoop, getting hands on balls. Devin Andrews trying to force his way and puts that one home.
Drop. He's having to play a little shady on
Jordan Taylor.
Felt
that is
one.
good. From deep, from the corner. That is his second. He started ice cold and hit his last 2 shots. A foul on the body of Travis Washington. He is upset.
Not a good call. As Washington kind of got pushed off of, yeah.
One thing we haven't seen is Coffeyville not taking it after Devin Andrews. He's got 4 fouls.
Yeah.
One of the best players, best creative scorers on this Pratt team. I think you got to take it after him and get him out of the ball game. Jalen Wilson off on the first. Both teams in the double bonus all the way. Good on the second. Coffeyville up by 7.
4:15 left to play in this game.
Travis Washington open 3.
He thought about it.
Oh, he thought about it way too
Thought
much.
about it too long. You just got to
Not a
go
good
with
look.
those.
Allows for Tower Williams to leave it short.
Over the back. No call.
No call on Devin Marsh, but Coffeyville retains possession, has a 7-point lead. These fans are getting antsy for some calls.
As they should. These refs are pretty controversial.
And you can tell this Pratt team has just fallen literally off a cliff. They can still pick themselves up in this last 3:55 left and make this closer as it seems. Both teams in the double bonus, so shooting 2. Both teams will definitely have to make some free throws. Pratt searching for their first conference win. They are 2-6 on the season. Coffeyville on a 2-game losing streak, so looking to end that and improve to 8-2 if they could finish this one out.
3:55 left in this game. Coffeyville only up 7, which is a nice lead, but not a definite one.
Coffeyville will have possession out of the timeout. Jordan Taylor to inbounds it to Malik Keith. And Keith with 9 points today. Gets inside to Jordan Taylor. Inside to Jaru. Good find. And that ball goes flying.
Way over into the side of the gym.
So Herkelman will take a risk and put Cedric Rowland in with 4 fouls. So you definitely think the game plan will change for Pratt to get Rowland out of the game. But that goes for both teams because Devin Andrews is also in the game. Good move by Lee Keith. It gets altered.
The Raven offense kind of just shocked right there. Didn't even try to go for an offensive rebound.
AJ Banks in the front court, making a move. Stripped by Malik Keith. Contact in the front court. He finds Ted Reek. He makes a move and fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. At some points, we saw Ted Reek just take over the ball game, somewhat like Cedric Rowland did, and just put his team back in the ball game. Timeout, Herkelman. That'll be a 4th on Devin Marsh. So
2 players for the Beavers that are 1 away from fouling out.
And that just seems like a consistency in college basketball where players are just going to have to play with 3 or 4 fouls for a consistently part of the game because there is just so many fouls, so many free throws shot in the game.
Yeah, that's what they say. The game especially college basketball games, will come down to free throws just because there's so many fouls, so many free throws being shot.
It felt like that women's game we had earlier, which Coffeyville got the victory over Pratt. It went so quick, and this game has kind of dragged on.
Yeah.
So Tedrick Wolf will be at the line out of the timeout. He got fouled at the baseline. The player went for the block and got more of his face than the ball. 3 of 6. Coffeyville really needs these free throws if they're going to win this game. Makes 2 of 2. Big free throws from Tedrick Wolf, the sophomore.
Put the Ravens up 9 with 3 to go.
A.J. Banks looking for Jalen Wilson. Inside, good move. Coffeyville can't defend that. Foul before he gets the ball in bounds on Malik Keith. And I think it's a little bit too early to foul that quickly. 3 fouls on Terrell Williams. This Pratt team really had all the momentum in the first half and just about the whole second half until like 10 minutes to go. Coffeyville really made an urge to come back, and they really have. Nevertheless, Pratt is still in this ball game. They just can't keep fouling. Both teams in the double bonus, like I said, all the way with 2:45 left in the second half.
8-point game.
Devin Andrews pulls his way through. Jordan Taylor
Was doing a pretty good job of staying open-faced with his defense, but got his hands into that one. It's 4 on Taylor. Seems like
crucial free throws for Devin Andrews to put it within 2 possessions.
Knocks down the first one.
This game is not far from over.
That'll put it within 2 possessions.
Lee Keith breaks out of the double team, fouled. Foul on Jalen Wilson.
That's only his first.
Only his first, and luckily he got it instead of Devin Andrews. So Malik Keith, 5'10", freshman out of Topeka, Kansas.
Gets it to fall. Puts it out of reach of 2 possessions. Ooh,
in and out. Still
friendly roll.
Still anybody's ball game. Pratt down by 7. They got to make a stretch of stops and scores. A.J. Banks goes to the hoop. Cedric Rowland just backs off. He's got 4 fouls.
Yeah.
And an easy layup for Devin Andrews. 3-point ball game. Like I said, anybody's ball game. And they let him play down the stretch. Timeout. Pratt. Cedric is down.
That player had stepped on his facial area, what it looked like to me.
So we went a stretch where everything was called, and a little bit of a stretch where a bunch of contact. Both ends.
Pratt's only down 3 now.
So a turnover leads to a Devin Andrews score. quick 4-0 run and puts them back with down 3. So out of this break, wouldn't be surprised if Coach Good for Pratt puts the ball in Devin Andrews' hands to either bull his way in for a score or a quick three-pointer. You could see likely one of the both.
A lot of players right now are having to play backed off, seeing as there's, I think, 4 or 5 players that have 4 fouls on the court altogether. So this is going to be an interesting finish to a game. 2 minutes left, Coffeyville up 3, but foul trouble for both teams is prominent.
So big moments for these freshmen. Coffeyville's got 2 sophomores on the floor, Ted Reek and Jordan Taylor, for these big moments. Off to Devin Andrews. Step back 3. Off long. They pick up the rebound. A.J. Banks, a 3 from Terrell Williams. That's long. Malik pulls it in. Tedrick on the move. That's a blocking foul. Lots of contact. And we have not seen a charge all night. Yeah. So I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised if that was going to be a charge. That's 4 on Terrell Williams.
Had another person real close to being fouled out. Oof. He gets a lot of friendly bounces.
We've seen all these players with 4 fouls, but a lot of them, no one has fouled out. Big free throws from Ted Reek. The sophomore coming up big for this Coffeyville Red Raven team. A.J. Banks on the move. Up to Devin Andrews. And a good block from Jordan Taylor. Off to Malik. Off to Ted Reek. And a quick timeout. And a quick run for this Coffeyville Red Raven team. Setting Pratt back 7 points with 1:12 left. Second half.
Good run. That was a pretty clean block that Taylor had on Andrews down there.
Unselfish play from Malik to give it off to a taller player to finish that one home.
Yep.
Because he had a man trailing him right behind him. It could have probably locked in. We saw a big block from Jordan Taylor, taking some risk. If he would have got any of his hand or any part of his body, it would have been an easy foul. Back to the line. And Pratt really can't get a 3 to come home for them down the stretch, and that is really hurting them. So 1:12 left. Pratt will have the ball out of the timeout, down by 7. Both teams in the double bonus. Again, Pratt is still in this ball game. We saw them go on a quick 6-point run to put them back within 3. All they need is a quick turnover and score, and they do have one of the best KJCC players as Devin Andrews. A.J. Banks looking for Andrews. Off to Stevens. He fires off. Cedric Rowland pulls it in. Off to T.J. Washington.
Just calm it down. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Smart move by Washington to waste all the time off the clock as they can.
30-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Double team Malik and a push
foul
by Terrell Williams.
That'll be his 5th.
He'll have to sit the rest of this one out. Surprising, the first one to foul out with 41 seconds left is Terrell Williams. A bunch of other players.
I've had 4 way longer than he has.
Marsh has 4 for Pratt. Devin Andrews has 4. And Matt Letty on the bench has 4, and so does Dominique. I believe Dominique Bell has 4, 3 or 4.
I believe he does have 4, yeah. I haven't seen him in a while.
So 8-point difference. Coffeyville will likely have to shoot free throws the rest of the game to win this one. 9-point game. Pratt will just roll the ball. AJ Banks up top. So elusive.
That was a travel. Walked on that one.
3 seconds separating the game clock and the shot clock. It would take a lot for Pratt to. It'd be a massive comeback. Take a lot.
Malik Keith is so elusive.
Avoiding those fouls that they just want to give, but I think they're going to roll it out. And Coffeyville will likely run it out.
They're going to have to shoot at some point because the shot clock.
So we'll see Coffeyville improve to 8-2, 4-2 in conference. Big win after really just.
There's a shot clock violation. They still have 2 seconds on the clock.
So big win to end a 2-game skid for Coffeyville. And Pratt will go winless in conference, 0-6. Good win for Coffeyville after struggling more than half the game. Coffeyville 91, Pratt 82.
Got to give it to Pratt, though. They really came out, and they proved that their record does not reflect their talent.
Devin Andrews had a phenomenal game. So did Cedric Rowland. This is men's basketball on Red Raven TV.
Thanks for watching.